For years, the world believed it was impossible. Doctors said it couldn't be done. Scientists claimed the human body wasn't capable. Coaches told their athletes to stop dreaming. The entire world agreed on one thing: no human being could ever run a mile in under 4 minutes, but one man refused to believe it. This is the story of Roger Bannister, the man who shattered the barrier of the impossible through nothing more than relentless determination and the power of belief. In the early 1950s, the 4-minute mile was one of the most unbreakable records in sports. Runners had tried for decades, pushing themselves to the limits of human endurance. Many collapsed at the finish line. Some were hospitalized. Experts concluded that breaking this barrier was physically impossible. Some even warned that attempting it could be fatal. But Roger Bannister didn't believe in limits. Born in 1929 in Harrow, England, Roger wasn't even a full-time athlete. He was a medical student, training to become a doctor. Unlike other runners who had coaches, personal trainers, and full-time schedules, Roger squeezed in his workouts between studying anatomy and attending lectures. While the world whispered, "It can't be done," Bannister whispered back, "Watch me." On May 6, 1954, at Oxford University, everything came down to one race. The sky was cloudy, the winds were strong, hardly ideal conditions. Many told Bannister to postpone, but he knew that waiting for perfect conditions was just another excuse for never starting. The gun fired. Bannister surged forward, his legs pounding against the track, lungs burning, heart hammering. The crowd could feel the tension. Lap after lap, he pushed his body beyond the pain, beyond the doubt, beyond the voice that screamed, "You're not enough." As he rounded the final curve, Roger gave everything he had left, collapsing across the finish line in exhaustion. The announcer's voice echoed through the stadium. The time was 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds. The impossible had just become possible. The crowd exploded into cheers. Reporters rushed in. The world was stunned. Roger Bannister had just run the first mile in under 4 minutes, something the world believed was unattainable. But what happened next was even more incredible. In the weeks that followed, other runners who had struggled for years suddenly broke the same barrier. Within months, multiple athletes achieved what had once been called humanly impossible. The limitation had never been the body, it had always been the mind. Bannister's victory wasn't just for himself. It was proof to the world that limits are often illusions, that barriers are often self-imposed, and that belief is the first step to breaking any boundary. Roger's story reflects the ancient saying, "Whether you think you can or think you can, you rewrite." Our minds are either the prisons that hold us back or the wings that set us free. So what can we learn from the life of Roger Bannister? That the barriers we face are often not made of concrete, but of doubt. That belief, true, relentless belief, has the power to turn the impossible into reality, and that when one person breaks a barrier, they light the way for everyone else. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs to remember that their limitations are only as real as they believe them to be. Subscribe to Unseen Triumphs for more stories of unbreakable spirit and untold courage. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories of resilience, sacrifice, and the limitless power of the human spirit.